So let us start at the beginning. That is the Chariot. The Chariot is one of balance, one of discovery, one of kind of upping your game a little bit. It can mean travel in style. So I know many of my Tauruses are looking at saving for a big life desire, bucket list type of travel. So that it looks like there's more focus on that as well this month. So continue saving, continue trying to find your balance. It looks like financially things have been a little challenging for you. There are new things coming up, but put a little effort into them, into the discovery of them, Taurus, and that will show itself a little bit more. But it looks like you're looking at the duplicitousness of life, the balance, the dark, the light, the dichotomies, and just make sure that you stay in your moral integrity, rising to the occasion, as it were. But the Chariot kind of makes you look at things that are happening and find your balance within them, and kind of also upping your game, putting in that extra work that you need for what you desire. So, and the Chariot can be travel in style as well. What crosses you, it looks like you've had a little bit of static in some communication. Feels like you're kind of cornered in a situation that responsibilities are kind of taking over a little bit, or you're being handed responsibilities that aren't yours. So it looks like you're a little bit on the defensive and a little bit cornered in the situation. So speak your truth with love and kindness, no manipulation to it. Looks like you are trying to heal a situation or heal some communication to make it a little bit more positive towards growth. This may be within your love relationship, Taurus. This may be within a work relationship, but it looks like you are cleaning up or trying to clean up some static in communication that is happening. It looks like it's been happening for the last couple of months, and that you would like to make a commitment to getting it, having it smooth out to resolve this issue. But if it's something with two people, it takes both people to resolve it, not just one. So please look, Taurus, are you doing the majority of the work? Do you need to step back from this situation? Do you need to make those changes? Is your partner or your boss or your friend not willing to make those changes? So it looks like some of that is the static, your desires versus the other person's desires. So take a step back from that situation, make the changes that you can make for you, and hopefully they will follow suit. If they don't, then that is a whole nother discussion. But it looks like you're really trying to do your part to clean up the static within a relationship. Knight of Cups is above you, and Knight is, Cups is a water sign. That's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It can stand for a person that is under 40, I would say. It feels male. Although I don't like to really attach gender to my cards, but this does feel male. This does feel like a supportive male in this situation. It may be someone that you're going to for advice that is a water male. That's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But it looks like someone is holding you up a little bit emotionally. It's a good thing, but don't lean on them so much that that you're not processing what you need to process, Taurus. But it looks like there's a lot of focus on you from the outside, what you should do within this situation. I encourage you to take a step back from others' opinions and find your own truth and your own words. Knight of Cups can be also one of nobility, one of emotionally getting in touch with yourself, and the cups are emotions. So really taking the high road morally, even though you know this situation, the other person may not be taking the high road. They may be, name calling or whatever in this situation. So the Knight of Cups encourages you to be responsible, be emotionally responsible, be responsible for your words, and take the high road, even if all around you is not. The Page of Cups can either stand for a child, a young person, or someone under 18. Also a water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This can be in the form of messages. With all this tumultuous stuff, it feels like it's more of a message than it is a person. So it is in the past position. So Taurus, most likely you have either been contacted probably through the holidays via, a happy holidays kind of greeting or an email or something like that. So it looks like someone from the past has reconnected with you, or you have heard of someone from the past. Could be an ex, could be a friend you haven't seen in a while, but there is a message coming to you from the past if it hasn't happened already. So in the present position is the Tower. The Tower is lessons through destruction. And basically the Tower is if there is a situation that you know that you need to change, that you've been ignoring it, say an addiction or something, and your health is getting worse and worse and worse because of this addiction, and you need to stop. So this is, if you do not stop, that's when the health problems happen. So this is like if you're a gossiper and you know that that's not conducive to positive growth and change. It comes back to you in a really negative way. You start losing friends. So this is a warning. The Tower is a warning. Make those changes, Taurus, the ones that you need to change. It looks like it may be to do with this relationship space. So make those changes, speak your truth, or the world will fall down upon you. And these need to make the changes. For many of you in your Saturn return, I don't know if you know about Saturn return. Saturn return is when Saturn is in the same place. It stays there for a year. It's in the same place in your chart twice, maybe sometimes 3 times in your life. It's usually around the 30-year mark, between 25 and 30. But for many of you, Taurus, I feel like this is coming up into your Saturn return year. And so make those changes before Spirit comes in and just knocks down everything in front of all the neighbors, because that's what tends to happen when we ignore a situation. It's like when you're in a job that is not paying you enough, not honoring you, the commute is too far, you really want to change, but you don't. And, there's layoffs. So Spirit will come in and change what you need to change if you ignore it. So this is a warning. So Taurus, please make those changes. Communicate what you need to communicate. Put in those applications if it's looking for another job. But whatever those changes are, please commit to those changes. Take the first step into doing so. This is the Future card. This is fear of theft. This can be gossip. This can be just insecurities. This can stand for insecurities. It can be actual theft. It can be actual things to worry about, but it also can depict things that you worry about that you're not doing anything about, which is right next to the Tower. So I think this is more of the same. Make those changes. Move past those fears, Taurus. You are so diligent a sign and so steadfast. Focus on what you need to reprioritize and focus on the things that you really need to change, and take that first step into committing to that change. Let down that fear. Fear just kind of holds you, kind of paralyzes you in the situation that you need to change. So have some courage, push past those fears, and make those changes. Just even one step into making those changes starts the ball rolling. If it's a new job, write a new resume. Change that energy that is around what you want to change in the big picture. The Empress is here, and the basis of here, this stands for planting the seeds, nurturing things. For many, it can stand for pregnancy, or pregnant people in your awareness. It's creating something new, starting it from a seed and watching it grow. The female sign is lighting up for me, so it may have to do with some kind of female empowerment. If you were in a male body. It may just be encouraging the women around you, your daughters, your wife, your partners, to go into their power. For my women Tauruses, take a look at what you want to nurture, what you want to change. This is kind of running on the same theme. Plant that seed of change, water it, watch it grow. Don't be so fearful. You can make those changes and be fearful at the same time. And with each step that we do into validating what we've done, it allows us to be more secure in those changes. So, but for many of you, be careful of the pregnancy, whether it's wanted or unwanted. Be responsible for your birth control. The Empress does stand for pregnancy. So Knight of Pentacles is here. This is an earth sign. It does feel like it is a male around 30, or someone, it can be someone over 30, over 40, but just a more youthful, either appearance or in responsibilities. They're a little bit less mature than others. So this is an earth sign. That's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It may stand for you as well, Taurus, since that is you. But really take a look at the things that you want to change. This is all about making that first step into changes. You know the moves that you need to do. So now it's time to put that motion. Put all those changes into motion, and then stop just staring at them, please, Taurus. You're very diligent. You very steadfast. But it's time to prioritize and whittle things down. Whittle things down to what is most important in your world and taking a step into that. I'm also feeling a little neediness from a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I think this is part of this situation. For many of you, it may be speaking your truth. For, if your child needs to leave the house and fly out of the nest, that may be it. It looks like a situation that you're really uncomfortable with about speaking your truth. But now is the time to release those fears, speak your truth. It's the only way that those changes are going to happen, is to speak that truth to that earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. The next space, hopes and dreams space, is the Four of Cups. And you are looking at making those changes, kind of stymied a little bit and held into, how do I make the first step into making those changes? I'm feeling that you don't want to hurt anybody, but by not doing anything, that is a choice, and it is a choice of hurting you. You are hurting your own feelings by not speaking your truth to those that are hurting your feelings, or those that a situation where you feel you're being taken advantage of. This is what I'm feeling needs to stop. There's a situation where you are being taken advantage of and you are not speaking your truth. There are choices to this matter. There are choices to these changes, and it looks like you're really studying very hard these choices that are not coming to fruition, but there's something right in front of you that will be offered to you, or has already been offered to you, that you're not really holding in great regard. So revisit those choices that were offered in the past and see which one fits with you right now, whether it's a love relationship, a job relationship, or health. It's something to do with these changes that was offered to you in the past that you're not considering. So take a look at all of the considerations, not just the ones that are right in front of you, but the ones that have been offered to you in the past. The King of Swords is here. That's an exalted fellow. That is an air sign. That's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It feels like you have upped your relationship with this king, that this is someone of great importance in your life. Could be a father, could be a husband, partner, brother, but it's someone of great importance with great wisdom, and that you have taken a step up in your relationship with this person. Something has released, a misunderstanding has released of some kind, and that you're kind of on a new playing level. And it looks like they have an awareness of you that is a little grander, a little bigger than it was before, that they had a very narrow vision of you and your successes and your journey and your choices. But it looks like they have opened up their mind a little bit. And, you know, air signs can be kind of stuck in this way of thinking. They get stuck in their head a little bit and go over and over and over. But something happened where it was a new idea was either kick-started or opened up a little bit. There was some understanding, either apologies or jealousy put down, or some emotional shift has happened with this King of Swords, and it has benefited you. So this looks like a person of authority, could be a boss, could be your dad, your brother, someone that you hold in high regard that has made a shift towards you in a higher light. This Queen of Pentacles, that is an Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It can be you if you are in a female Earth suit, Taurus. But there has been some shifts in your life to the better. So focus on the positive. Don't go back into that, slipping back into the negative thing. You're doing really well on holding that positive in good light, and it helps with your self-esteem. It helps propel you forward into a more positive mindset, but you do slip back into that negative mindset. So try to catch yourself when you do, dear Taurus, and keep it light, keep it positive, especially during this really watery time. Since you are Earth, that might create a little mud in your mind with all three of these really heavy trine planets. So it may muddle your thinking a little bit. So be kind to yourself. Don't hold yourself in that negative space. Keep focused on that positive mindset, Taurus, and things will move. Things will move. We have the 6 on this side, which is family. It's just speaking your truth, enjoying the fruits of your labor in your home. For many of you, it may be moving some furniture around or physically actually moving your residence. That it looks like that may be an option, but it's something new within your residence, within where you live. It could be as easy as clearing out a closet, and it could be as big as moving from one state to another, or across the world. But there is some motion coming with your home, whether it is upgrading where you currently live or finding a new place. There is some motion that has to do with your residence.